Hey guys, it's your boy Magic, Matthew. I'm out in my garage painting outer space again. I had so much fun with the last one, I thought I'd paint again. This time, I thought what I would do is I would make the planet these three colors, red, orange, yellow. Try to make the planet really bright, and then I'll make the background some combination of magenta, light blue, dark blue, and purple. And then this is white for the stars, and then this is black for the undercoating, and also the shadow of the planet. There were these ones with the colored rings on top. These all came from Loop, L-O-O-P, which was a pack of spray paint I bought online that came with, I think, 12 colors. So this is 8 of them, and I used up all the black because, you know, spray paint, each one of these containers only holds so much spray paint, and eventually you use it all up. So this one is Rust-Oleum, came from Walmart, it's just black. Okay, having said all of that, I also have this pot lid that I've used before. You can use any circle, plate, bowl. I noticed the other day that I bought these animal crackers. These animal crackers came in this bear-shaped container. I was gonna recycle it, but then I thought this is a perfect circle right here. If you wanted a smaller planet, you could use this. So any circle you guys have lying around, you can use. If you use a plate or a bowl, again, I would recommend don't mix your art and your kitchen supplies. You don't want to be eating your art supplies by accident. So first thing I'm going to do is just really quickly spray around the lid. There we go. There's the outline of where I'm going to put my planet. Again, I'm going to have the light coming from the top right, coming from off over here. So the light rays will be coming in this way. So this part of the planet will be the light side. This part of the planet, the bottom left, will be the shadow. As a right-hander, I find that it's usually easier to have light coming from the right into this way, coming from the right into the painting this way. Over the years, for left-handers, you might think that if right-handers prefer light coming from the right, that left-handers would prefer light coming from the left. But I actually don't find that. I found that with left-handers, it's pretty much 50-50 is whether they prefer light coming from the left or the right. My hypothesis is because as a left-hander, they've been told their whole life that they should do everything right-handed and that they're somehow wrong. Which is also, for the record, really stupid to hate on someone just because of if they were born left-handed. Anyways, back to painting. I'm gonna lay out the shadow of the planet right here. I'm gonna put on a bunch of this black because I remember the last time I used it, when it first goes on, it looks nice and dark. And then as it sits there and dries a little bit, it turns more translucent. And then for the rest of the planet, I thought I'd just go red, orange, yellow in the order of the rainbow. And this time I did actually shake these cans up for about a good minute beforehand, before I started filming this, before I turned the camera on. What is that? I don't know. A little piece of white fell out somewhere. A little bit of something came out of somewhere and got into my painting. All right, now, as I just said, the black has sort of become less opaque, more translucent. And I'm gonna put on some orange, some red, now some orange, and some yellow. If you wanted to create a color block planet, you could leave it just like that if you like that. I'm gonna take just 2 fingers. Really, really easy way to create texture without any utensils whatsoever. Use the gifts that you were born with, assuming you were born with fingers. And if you are missing fingers, any or all of them, I feel really bad for you. And then we just go. Okay, see, now that black is really taken over. Okay, that's too much black. I was trying to make a bright planet, and now that's dark as as night, black as coal. Okay, this is good. This is good. This is a good teaching opportunity. So if you don't like what you painted, guess what? Let me just paint some more red over here. You paint some more yellow next, or sorry, some more orange next to it. I'm getting ahead of myself. And then some more yellow. I often find that my brain is about 7 steps ahead of my mouth. And then what I try to say usually comes out really strange because the sentence my brain is thinking about now is about 8 sentences ago from my mouth. All right, let me change this glove really quick. Because I noticed that there was a lot of black paint on it. Let me just go over here and grab a glove. A nice clean glove. I buy extra large gloves, and I still have a problem getting them on my hand. Ugh. I think I could probably order double extra large gloves, but oy. Phew. Okay, again, let's take two. Let me start from the yellow and see what happens. Let me take 2 fingers, just go back and forth and back and forth and back and forth and back and forth. That's better. Most of the yellow and the orange got completely eaten. I actually kind of like the way that looks, but I wish it was a little bit brighter. So I'm gonna go hit it up with a little bit more orange, a little bit more yellow. Yellow is a tricky color to paint with. It tends to disappear, or another thing yellow can do is it can take completely over and turn everything to look like the sun. Or yellow sometimes has this thing where it turns any color you mix with it, sort of like an icky baby green puke color. Ugh, nobody wants to see that. All right, I really like that. I like that. So what I'm gonna do is this time, instead, I'm gonna put this lid down here and then paint everything black, but this time I'm gonna wait for this to dry before I put the lid down. That way it shouldn't stick to the painting. So what that means is I'm gonna leave this here in my garage for the next 15 minutes. I'm gonna go drink a cup of coffee, and I will be back in 15 minutes to do the next step. I hope to see you soon. Be back in a sec. Hey guys, welcome back. It's been about 15 minutes. There's my Magma Planet, as I'm calling it. It is, yeah, it's dry. I can see. What I'm gonna do is I'm going to put this right where I want the planet to be. So this part, I don't particularly want, and then I don't like those dots either. So somewhere between here and here. Be right about there. Now I'm gonna remember this time to pull out these rocks. That I should pick up more of these next time I'm out in the woods. I should pick up some more of these rocks. Just to weigh that down a little bit. That prevents any underspray from going underneath the lid. And I'm gonna take this black, and I'm just gonna coat the whole background. So, if you're bored, feel free to fast forward on ahead. I kind of like this part. This is the easiest step around. Just paint the whole thing black. Black as night, black as coal. I want to see the sun blotted out from the sky. I want to see it painted, painted black. Yeah. This is also why I ran out of the black that came with this pack, because when you paint the whole black background black, this uses up a lot of black paint. Now I'm over on this side of the table for fun. I am over here now. I build myself as a rescue dog. It's fun. People just come up to me, start rubbing my back, laying in my hair, petting me, if you will. It's kind of weird. If I like the person, I don't care. If I don't like the person, I ask them to stop. And they don't stop, that's not cool. But if I like the person, I don't care. Come up to me and pet me if you want. Alright, now I'm just going to go back over this one more time. I like this nice and black. Again, most of this is going to get covered up with the space that I'm painting anyways. So, just making sure that the edges and the corners stay black. And also I'm trying to cover up any of that other mess that we left down there from painting the planet. Remember, there was red and orange and yellow all in here. Just kind of cover that all up. Okay, I think it looks pretty good. Now we're going to add our atmosphere to space. So today, I didn't use this magenta last time, but I thought I would use it today. Actually, right here it says P-O-R-T-O, Porto. I would call this magenta. The color on the can says Porto, P-O-R-T-O. All right, there's magenta everywhere. Let's see, I don't think I need the red, orange, and yellow anymore. Those over there. And the white I'm gonna need for stars and black. See, now that black is already starting to feel somewhat empty. Next time I go, I'm gonna buy a bunch of whatever Walmart has in black. I think there were 3 or 4 different options. I'll just try them all out and see which one I like the best. Purple keeps leaving these circles. I think that means the nozzle is slightly clogged. Although, it doesn't look too bad. And maybe a little bit of dark blue. And maybe a little bit of light blue. Painting's all about layers. You just keep adding whatever you want. Everywhere, here, there, everywhere. Excuse me. If you ever spray painted before, the fumes can be kind of strong. I am out in my garage with a big door about halfway open, but still. Spray painting definitely has a distinct odor to it. I'm gonna hit it with some more dark blue. I'm gonna hit it with some more magenta. This is the nice part about painting. You just keep painting over and over until you get to something you like. I'm gonna try to make the background of this one a little bit darker, I think, overall, as it's not very dark at the moment. Just because, if I remember correctly, the planet is fairly... The planet brighter. Actually, the planet didn't end up too bright, did it? What does that look for a background? Feels like it's getting pretty empty, actually. Just trying to darken up the corners a little bit. So now for this one, I'm gonna leave this corner over here, that color. What I'm gonna do is, if the light was coming in this way, I'm gonna try adding just a little bit of black down here as shadow. I don't want to spray directly on the painting, so I only want a little bit of line here. I'm going to spray right about here on the rim so that the edge of the spray should create a little bit of like a semicircle down there. Hopefully that'll look nice when we take the the lid off. And the same thing, if that's the shadow on the underside of the planet, I'm gonna take this white and again, aim right here on the lid. Try to see if I can't add a little bit of a like a halo, if you will. A little bit of a mist coming off the top of this planet. It's gonna be a little bit hard to tell until the whole thing the whole thing dries. We take the lid off. But let's see. Also, those stars came out perfect. I'm gonna, again, to do stars, take white, paint your gloves, and then flick straight up and straight down. If you don't flick straight up and straight down, you'll end up with stars that look more like shooting stars. End up with little lines here and there, which is fine, if that's what you want. In this case, I'm just going for a whole bunch of stars. Just flick out a whole ton of stars, just for fun. All right, I think that's enough stars. Do we want more? Do we want less? Haha. Can't have less now. The only way to get less stars now is to paint over the whole thing. Do we want more stars? I think it looks pretty good. But just for fun, let me add a few more, because why not? You have no idea what's out there. There's bajillions of stars out there in the universe. I'm gonna say that's good for that. And I'm just gonna darken up this corner a little bit, this corner a little bit, this corner a little bit, because that is a optical, not illusion, but it's a trick, that technique that draws the viewer's eye right into the center of the painting. Alrighty, I'm gonna say that looks pretty good. So, I'm gonna take off these gloves, throw them away. I'll be back in about 15 minutes to take the lid off, and we'll see what the finished product looks like. See you soon. Love you. Hey guys, I'm back. It's actually been several hours because I decided to go and sing karaoke at the bar and eat a very tasty Reuben with some broccoli cheddar soup. Anyways, I'm back to see how this looks. So first, let me take these rocks off. And now, whoa, ooh, that lid didn't want to come off at all. Man, that's sticky. And here we go, ready? 1, 2, 3. Oh. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Looks like a giant fireball. That was the look I was going for. Watch me almost fall down as I try to climb up on the step stool. How does that look from the camera? I like it. I do kind of like how there's like a little halo right here. I do like this white. The black that I painted over there, this ring right here, it's not bad. I like this white kind of better, but it's kind of a nice like yin and yang sort of type feel. It's kind of like a little force field around the planet. I really like it actually now I look at it. The only thing I'm seeing is this corner right here I think could be a little darker. Maybe this corner could be a little darker too. This semi-gloss, it's almost dead. I can feel it's really empty. This semi-gloss black. Next time I go to Walmart, I'm gonna look through all their black spray paint and probably buy like one of each of them. Maybe not the semi-gloss again. I know that I said that it should be dry to put on the glaze, and I just sprayed some black on there. But it's also 4 o'clock in the morning and I want to go to bed too. I'm gonna grab this Krylon triple thick crystal clear glaze, and I'm gonna go across the top, even though the black is still wet, it's only a little bit of black. I'm gonna go across the top, left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right. Now this should really help make the colors pop. Once it dries, it should really add to the contrast. I like that. It looks like a giant meteor in the middle of nowhere. Giant orange fireball hurtling through space, destroying anything in its path. I'm gonna try something here. Usually I would wait for this to dry. I'm gonna try going up and down. I'm gonna try putting a second layer of crystal clear glaze because I'm exhausted and I wanna go to bed. Also, I gotta get up and work in the morning. Two, I'm just gonna do this. Normally I would wait for that first layer to dry, but you know, why not? I just started this channel, and why not test out something and see what happens? So there we go. We have a giant fireball hurtling through beautiful space. And I gotta say, I love this magenta color in the background. I wish I had put a little more in there. The little hints that are like right there and right there, right there. Oof, nice, nice, nice. Right down here and here. Those little hints of magenta are really nice. All right, so there we go. Let me know what you think about this painting down in the comments below. And we'll see you in the next one. Thanks so much for